Happy 1-year anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
We're having so much fun today. This is the 1-year anniversary of Art Clay. We're bringing back some oldies but goodies. Of course, everyone needs the beginner kit because the next thing we're going to learn with Jackie, who really revolutionized the way we think of working with silver. Here in the U.S., we're going to show you how, finally, you're going to learn how to work with glass.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome.
We've been working on this for months and months and months, bringing you the ability to make your own glass cabochons and work with dichroic glass, which is so spectacular.
Oh.
You won't believe how gorgeous it is. So in very little time, I'm going to show you how to basically cut it and do everything you need to with it.
And this kit, let me just tell you right now, if you know, you've been begging for it. We finally managed to bring it in. This has got the fusible glass. Now, this is going to include, just so you'll know, 1, 2, 3, 4 of, and this is so cool, of your basic colors in your glass. You're getting 2 of your large glass. These are going to be the large squares, as well as your clear glass and your black glass. So this is about 1, 2, 3. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different pieces of glass, which is going to allow you to make all of these beautiful cabochons. Now, you think we had dichroic, including dichroic glass in this. We originally brought in dichroic glass beads. We would sell maybe 2 or 3 beads for more than we're selling this glass kit for. And now you're going to be able to make your own cabs, focal elements, for $34.99. Now, let's talk about the glass and the types of glass you put in this kit.
Sure. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly because I do have a VOD.
Which we're going to talk about, too.
Which we're going to talk about.
So
really quickly, the four colors that we have in the clear are base colors. These are what you put at the bottom of your cabochon before you put the dichroic on top.
And this is...
So these are solid colors. And then the dichroic glass is this gorgeous stuff over here.
Now look.
And this is put on a special way, $1 million a chamber to put this on. And it's very, very expensive, but we're giving you 4 different patterns and textures and colors, and you can use little bits of it. Oh, it's just fabulous stuff.
I mean, this is expensive. I mean,
it's really expensive. A whole sheet can cost almost $200.
So if that's telling you anything, you talk about a great sampler to get started with. And let me just tell you, this is where it gets fun, sir. Are you inspired yet? We also need the tools as well, which we've got the tools available for you too. These two go together, so you need one, you got to get the other. We've got the toolkit available for you too, which will include, and these are all, again, tools you will have forever and all you need, right?
You only need to get these once. You have some cutter oil because this is your cutter, and you need to lubricate it, so you fill it at the bottom. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. So you have that, and then you have your Grosier pliers, which are used to clip little pieces of glass, and the running pliers, so you never have to put your hands on the glass other than to hold it. You won't, it will help prevent, you getting cut and hurt. And then you're going to get some safety glasses, and these glasses are for when you're firing in the kiln, and you look inside the kiln. These protect your eyes from any kind of flare, any kind of UV that comes out of it. And then the last but not least is the fiber paper, and this is the paper you actually fire the glass on, because if you fire it directly in the kiln on a shelf, it will stick. So I'm going to show you how to cut little pieces of this out and put that underneath your cabochon to fire. And so that's what you need.
And that's all forever, with the exception of the oil, for $61.99. Now, if you don't have the kiln yet, a lot of you did buy the kiln when you were at the Jewel School workshop, and every time we show it, it sells out. The kiln is also available. That is an important part of working with glass. It's worth the investment, not just for, of course, your glass, but your silver, as well as your copper coming up later. So ask about the kiln. We've already are down to the final 75 of those, and it's $61.99 for the tools, only $34.99 for the glass. Get them both, and we're already selling through the glass like crazy. Let's go through the process really quickly of working with glass. Why is it different?
Sure. Yes. Okay, so we have the pieces of the glass, and then we're going to cut it. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, I think they're going to do a little bit of video, and then we're going to go over there and we can head all this way if you like.
We can head over here. And so these are the different pieces of glass, and you're going to cut all the little pieces, and you're going to just stack them. So this is me with the cutter, and you're just going to run the cutter across the glass, and you hear a little sound, and that's all you do. And then you take those running pliers, you put it on either side of that scoring line, and when you clamp it down, it just breaks it. So what we're doing is we're cutting little pieces of glass, about an inch square for the bottom, and then you get little pieces of dichroic glass. So this 1.5 by 1.5 inch square is going to last a long time. You may think, oh my gosh, they didn't give me anything, but you're going to make little pieces and you stack them up. And so when they melt and fuse together, you get this layering of colors on top.
Gorgeous.
And you put it in the kiln.
And that went pretty easy.
It really is easy. and that's a firing board, and those firing boards, JTV sells 2 in a pack.
Okay, great. So we'll get you the information on this. So then, how long do you leave it in the kiln? That's actually
you
the
leave it
kiln
in the kiln about 10-15 minutes, and then when the cabochon's done, you cool it in the kiln, and when you bring it out, oh my gosh, it's like this fabulous cabochon.
That is, to me, and I've always wondered, I thought never in a million years would I ever be able to work with glass, but I'm thinking today, I mean, at $34.99, a lot of folks, you're going to be working over here though, right?
Right here.
Okay, then a lot of the folks out there are looking for a way to get started. The fact that you're getting that much dichroic glass, that alone would be worth it. But you're getting all of your base colors, everything you need to get started. How many do you think different tabs, depending on the size?
Oh my gosh,
you can make a lot.
You could make 10 or 20 depending on how big you make them and how much dichroic glass you put in there.
That's great.
You can also buy more than one of these.
Yes.
I mean, we've made the price point so
really affordable
that you could just buy a couple, and this way you really have a variety. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly, guys. Again, the VOD is nice. You can watch it over and over again. So I'm just going to get this piece of black glass, okay? And that's all this is solid black glass. It's opaque. This is the cutter. And this is a pistol grip, okay? And this is where you put the oil. So the cutting oil, the pistol grip actually comes with the little pipette.
Okay.
So you just put some oil in here, and you see the oil? That just lubricates it. So I'm just going to, and I want you guys to hear this is an inch. There's just a little sound there. There's those running pliers. You put the black line. There you go. How easy is that?
See, this is
and I
really
don't have
simple.
to touch it. You know, I don't have to I don't have to worry about getting cut or anything. So there's my bottom. And paper towel over there.
Paper towel, here you go.
There we go, because there's a little oil on it. So there's my bottom. Now all I have to do is layer dichroic glass. You decide what to do with it. So this dichroic glass has bumps on the top. I'm going to turn it over to cut it, and I'm just going to cut a little piece.
That looks like fun.
Again, your running pliers. There you go.
Real easy.
And now I'm going to layer that on top. And which one should I do next? I think I'll do the square one. This has squares, all these different colors of squares on it. So I am going to put this down, put my cutter, and cut this.
What's this? Simple.
And I am going, the only thing you have to do is you have to make sure that your dichroic coating is facing down. So this one, the coating is always on the texture side. Watch the VOD, it's always on the textured side. So that's going down. This one is on the bottom, so this is going to go on top like that.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I think I'll pick a different color. I'll pick this one, and this is the magenta green, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on top. Every time you do this, you're going to get something different. So even though you've only got 4 different kinds, you can make 30 different kinds, because every time you do it and layer it differently, you're going to come out with something different. So this is done. All you have to do is get this little piece of fiber paper. Remember we talked about the fiber paper?
Which is included, by the way, with the toolkit, okay?
And I'm just going to get this fiber paper here.
Okay.
I'm going to slide it under and get one of these fiber boards.
Okie dokie.
This is what you put in the kiln.
Oh, this looks really easy.
So you take this whole thing.
I love this.
Where's my tweezers here?
There.
Because my big old fat fingers.
Okay, look. This looks so simple to me, Jackie. I'm already.
And if it falls over, for goodness sakes, you just stack it up again.
Okay.
And then this goes in the kiln.
And that's okay, which I'll get out of your way.
Yeah. And then the only thing you have to do with the kiln. It's really.
Okay, there we go.
Is when you're doing glass.
Okay. Now look.
My stacks fell over.
And by the way, that kiln is almost completely sold out, I got to tell you. And really quickly, while you're putting this in the kiln, this is really one of the best quality kilns available for firing metal and glass and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, as you can see on the recording, when you melt the glass, that's why we have the window. That's why I asked them to make sure the window was in here, because this is what you're going to see. Look at this. It doesn't happen quite this fast. It takes about 15-20 minutes. But as soon as your edges are rounded over, as soon as you have 1 piece instead of 5 pieces, you just turn off the kiln.
Look, that's it.
And let it cool. And this is the piece I made with the colors I just used. This is the piece I made. So let's get down here. Focus. Oh, look at that.
Jackie.
Look at how beautiful that is.
I've got to play with this. I mean, that is
really cool.
Awesome.
And every time you stack them differently, it's going to look differently.